I just saw Fantastic Four First Steps, and I've got to say, it was way better than I expected. Honestly, I'll go out on a limb and say it's probably the best Fantastic Four movie to date. It blows the older Fox films out of the water in terms of storytelling, characterization, and world building. So let's talk about what this movie was about. The movie takes place in the Fantastic Four's home universe, Earth 828, a cool nod to Jack Kirby's birthday. The team has been active for 4 years and they're celebrated as public figures. Things take a turn when they encounter the Silver Surfer, Shala Ball, who warns them of a pending doom at the hands of her master, Galactus. So let's get to the pros of the movie. Earth 828 feels fully realized. The retro futuristic 60s aesthetic fits the Fantastic Four perfectly, and her celebrity status gives the world extra depth. So let's talk about the action scenes. There weren't a ton of action scenes, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. But when they did happen, they hit hard and make every moment count. The action set pieces were amazing, and I wasn't expecting that at all, honestly. What really caught me off guard, in the best way, was how well the team worked together on screen. The way the team bounced off each other really surprised me. It's definitely one of the film's strongest parts. The cast has great chemistry, and their bond feels real. It's front and center, just like it should be in a Fantastic Four story. Now, I want to get into the performances because the cast really brings this film to life. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards was better than I expected. If I can give him some praise, he really captures Reed's mental strain and sense of responsibility, balancing fatherhood with the weight of saving the planet from Galactus. He may not be the definitive Mr. Fantastic, but he brought real depth to the role. But personally, Eon Griffith is still my favorite Mr. Fantastic, as he was perfectly casted for the role. Vanessa Kirby is easily my favorite Susan Storm. She was the real standout in this movie, and they definitely put some respect on her name. She has two scenes that were among the best in the entire film. Well, at least in my opinion. One of them shows her stepping up in a major way. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of her version of Susan. I liked Eben Moss's portrayal of the Thing. It was a little odd that he didn't have the classic Brooklyn accent, but it's not a deal breaker. Seeing him visit Yancey Street was a great touch. One thing I still knock the older Fantastic Four movies for is how they egregiously state he's from Brooklyn.
This is Ben Grimm here, the first mook from Brooklyn to go into outer space. So pay him some respect.
What's funny is Yancey Street is actually just a few miles away from Brooklyn, but the older movies acted like he was deep in the borough. I still like Eben, but Michael Chiklis is probably still my favorite thing. I like Joseph Quinn's take on Johnny Storm. He's definitely better than Chris Evans' version. He doesn't come off as an annoying man-child like Evans' Johnny did.
Why is everyone on my ass?
And this time around, he actually plays an active role in the movie, which I wasn't expecting. He even plays a major part in the story, but I won't spoil anything. Overall, Joseph Quinn is definitely my favorite Johnny Storm. Galactus was solid in this movie. He had a cool design and came across as a real threat. Ralph Ineson was a great casting choice. His voice really sold the character. The scenes between him and the Fantastic Four were intense and really memorable. Julia Garner was pretty good as the Silver Surfer. She and Johnny share a surprisingly emotional scene that definitely rivals some of Susan's standout moments. I really hope we get to see more of her as a Silver Surfer in future movies. And of course, I can't forget the after credit scene. It definitely got a reaction out of my theater. It was fire. I won't spoil anything, but it'll definitely have you hyped and clapping.
Round of applause, y'all!
It's refreshing to get a post-credit scene that actually matters and sets up real momentum for future films. I'm definitely excited for Avengers Doomsday next year. Now that I've broken down everything, here's my final verdict. I'm giving this film a 9 out of 10. Easily the best Marvel movie of the year, but your mileage may vary. I really recommend seeing it for yourself, and please, don't listen to IGN. They don't know ball, y'all. And look, I'll just go ahead and say it since I know others won't. This film was better than Superman. Yeah, I said it, so what?
What did you say, nigga?
I had a great time watching this movie. It definitely sets the tone for Phase 6 and in a big way. If Spider-Man Brand New Day keeps up with this momentum, we could be looking at one of Marvel's strongest phases yet. And by the way, If you haven't already, check out my deep dive into Fox's Legacy Fantastic Four franchise. The link's in the description. If you enjoyed this video, do me a solid. Comment, like, subscribe, and turn on a notification bell so you'll miss out on more videos from me. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.